Hello, today we're talking about aluminum. Aluminum is a chemical element with a symbol of Al and an atomic number of 13. The mass of aluminum is 26.981539. As we will find out later, the melting point is 1221. It weighs, in a cube, 1/3 less than steel. It does not rust and is recyclable. In fact, 75% of all ore mined of aluminum is still in use today, thanks to, you may like it, aluminum cans. It was used thousands of years ago and called the metal of kings. Napoleon III actually served his most prestigious guests with aluminum plates over silver and gold, and gave the step-down guest of his the aluminum gold plates. Mainly because it was so much harder to manufacture with aluminum than silver and gold was. For you July babies out there, along with myself, rubies are aluminum oxide crystals with a few atoms replaced by chromium atoms. We're doing the first layer. Ooh. Weird sand, huh? Yeah, once Daddy's done with this, you can have it. Here. Push it in there. Oh. Push it real tight in those corners. Make sure it's all. Whoa! Square it up so we know where to put them. Hold on. No, not yet. Push. Here, we'll put a little sand around it. That'd be an easier way. Yeah. You squish. Squish it down. Push. Push. Push it down. Push it good. Yeah, get the roller out. Stop. So you want the A to be over here. Hey. I to be here. L. L, yeah. Hold on. And we got the 13. It goes up over the A. Okay. And then we have 26. There's the 2. Starts down here in the corner. 26. Point 98. You say A? A. Ah, pretty good. Get some of this. Alright, I'm gonna put this back in.
Ooh, it's so cool.
I'm gonna do that. A little rough cut on this side. Okay, we'll get this foundry up and going. I got general setup from the King of Random YouTube page. Get a shot inside here. They're at angles to maximize the heat exposure and kind of get a fire tornado. We've got crucible here, torch light, a couple bars of aluminum. Let's grab the crucible in and out, and then the lid. Let's fire it up.
because that bar was so cold.
Cool it off instantly. Nice shiny metal. Turn the spout around. Get on my shoes.
You can see the current of the wind. Is it melting it?
Yeah.
Ah!
Let's try to see. Pretty good, how about you? More thicker. Yeah, I don't know if that's gonna. Better than I thought it would be. Pity from the sand, but. So let's talk about something that you don't usually see from other YouTubers. My errors of this video. This did not obviously work out as well as I would have hoped. With the molds being made from little resin pieces that we had made. I had them all laid out here and was kind of getting a good idea of what I did a reverse casting of a stamp. I stamped it into some Play-Doh and then put resin in it and then cured the resin and then used the resin to kind of place on here and stamp it down into that, as you'll see in the video. The 1 and the 3 and then the 26.98. I was trying to write on it, but as petty as this was, which I think is from this kinetic sand I got, I've seen other YouTubers, such as like the King of Random, they use kinetic sand and it worked pretty good for their molds. Now the pits, it might be from me rushing the pour into the mold, and I initially wanted to light the torch and kind of heat the sand up before pouring, just so there wasn't a flash of heat and cold, and that might have helped that. I'll have to do further tests to know. And while I'm thinking of it, this here was where my pour point was, so when I had it like this, I was able to pour in here, and I was trying to avoid dipping into something, but that's right where the L's at, so I'm wondering if it dipped and hit that, and that's what caved in. I think it just caused too much going in. Some of the errors I know I did was I did not preheat the sand in the mold beforehand, so it was a lot colder than the aluminum, so it might have caused it to flash and pit more. With my shop being in disarray from a recent move, I didn't have the tools that I normally would. Normally I'd have a giant pair of channel locks, which greatly helped the accuracy of the pour. Other improvements I could have done, have a thicker barrier of the sand in between the board and the actual metal. As I had it sitting in here, it had probably about half an inch distance, which it definitely could have used another half inch. But my drawback was that I only had a piece of wood that was almost as thick as that. And I did not want it to be level and cause issues with the aluminum running off onto the ground. But wood's replaceable. Now this ingot, I thought it might take probably about 2 ingots, which my ingots are about this size. And so I made an extra hand, and you'll see my excess out of the crucible. I kind of tried to make a Rupert's drop, which, for reference, don't do it in a plastic turtle. But as you see, it is very malleable. This one ingot, though, it took a whole bag of cans to make this, and then about a third of another one. Thank you everybody for stopping by. I hope this video was informative in some very minimum way, and if you ever want to learn something else or just want to see what I'm up to, stop by again. Thanks.
Here's Johnny.